I got this very interesting question that was asked to me by one guy. He said, Loy, what if tomorrow your daughter converts to Islam? And I had answered the question that if my daughter converts to Islam, once she is grown up, you stand on your own 2 feet. You earn your own daily bread. You live outside my house, not with my money. Whatever. Dr. Dre is a multi-millionaire. His daughter is a homeless person begging the government to pay money. Why? It makes sense, because this is my money. Like Shaq O'Neal said, my money, it's not our money. He told his children. Even Jackie Chan told his kids, I created this fortune for me. You work hard and create your own. So my job as a parent is to give education and learning. But however, after you grow up, standing on 2 feet outside my house, you become Muslim, lesbian, lady boy. You can tattoo your face you can put a poop thing on your face. I don't care. You can become a prostitute. I know I'm not trying to say Muslim and prostitute is the same thing. All I'm saying is, once you leave my house, do whatever you want. You don't live on my earnings and talk big or do what you want. My house, I'm the boss. Okay, now, having said that, why will I not allow my daughter to become a Muslim or learn about Islam? Now, when you're talking of being aware of religions, Hindu, Muslim, Christian, Buddhism, Zoroastrian, whatever, you can take the interest. But Islam also, if you notice, one day my baby took the Quran, I took a photograph. In fact, I'm not anti-Muslim, because where everyone was staring the Quran, I made a video showing the real Quran. First I thought it was real, it was an English version. And I said, I'm not going to tear this. But then one Arab guy, ex-Muslim, told me, everyone's laughing at you because Quran is not written in English. You have to get the Arabic version. So I got the Arabic version, the actual, the one that they consider holy. And I showed them and I said, see, listen, I'm not going to tear this. I'm not going to spit on it. I'm not going to burn it for YouTube views. I do not subscribe that just to get views, I should do something like this. Okay, so fine. Now what happens is, the question is asked, so Loy, why you don't want your daughter to learn to become a Muslim if she is young? Okay. See, here's one thing which you need to keep in mind. Most people, they are afraid to say this explicitly. Non-Muslims, Christians, Hindus, they are afraid to say this. Any Judaist or atheist, they are afraid to say this for a reason. They are afraid that they'll be called racist or anti-Muslim or whatever. However, in my case, the reason why people get attracted to my channel or my personality is what people discuss in secret or whisper or gossip. I talk about it. I don't hide it. Okay, so now, why? Let's get to the point. Why not Islam? Why not Muslim? Okay. My first question to you is, how many Hindus, how many Christians, how many atheists, how many people who believe Zoroastrian, Scientology, how many of them, if you were to ask them in private, do you want your daughter or son to become a Muslim, would actually say, yes, that would be great. When the cameras are not on, when nobody is looking and talking, 99.99% would say, are you fucking crazy? I've asked almost quite a number of people in my group. I wouldn't say I've asked 10,000 or whatever. Now obviously you'll say, Loy, you have not conducted a poll. You don't need to conduct a poll. It's a very simple thing, just ask. If you're a Muslim, obviously they're not going to tell you, hey, Islam is full of shit and all that. If you're a non-Muslim and you ask someone, that's a reality. Now, talking of reality, only Muslims who are Muslims, who follow Islam, support Islam. Okay? Which is a fact. Christians support Christians, Hindus support Hindus, and Muslims are, it's obvious, like Republican and Democrat and BJP, non-BJP. So you tend to support your own kind. Now, have you noticed in my comments? Don't take my word. Go through my comments. Go through my videos where I've spoken against Zakir Naik, where I've spoken against, the death penalty to that 8-year-old boy in Pakistan. Go through those comments. Muslims from Bangladesh, Syria, Pakistan, India, they will support Islam. In fact, all of them have said, unsubscribing to your channel, you're anti-Muslim. Oh, Islam doesn't teach you bad, it teaches you love. Islam is a religion of peace. The funny thing is, they have not addressed the issue. They have not addressed the problem. There were a few, 1 or 2 Muslims who, with their real profile, they have addressed. Some of them have fake profiles, obviously, I don't know if they're Muslim. But with a real profile, some people said, even though I'm a Muslim Loy, I condemn this. Okay. There were hardly, I think, 3 or 4. The rest, 100 comments or 200 or 300 of whatever. Go through them. Check multiple videos. Okay, now, coming to the daughters. I mean, here are a couple of questions for you guys. Muslims who say, Loy, why? Okay. Do you agree there is no smoke without fire? If there's smoke, there should be a fire somewhere, right? Okay. Which religion do they chop the head for drawing a cartoon of the Prophet? Which religion? Christianity? Hinduism? Where have they chopped the head and said, Allahu Akbar? First question. Which religion, if a writer writes something like this, satanic verses, every Muslim in every third world country, or they all unite together, they burn businesses, they burn embassies, they threaten to kill others. Which religion? So the clue, Salman Rushdie, satanic verses. Google search. Okay. Which religion is infamous for honor killings? Okay. Especially in Saudi, Syria. Forget a Muslim marrying non-Muslim, Shia marrying Sunni. There were videos those days that were circulating around of a girl wearing red. I remember this very clearly. They took a big stone and they dropped it on her head. They actually dropped it on her head and they were shouting, Allahu Akbar. Okay. What it means? Allah is great. September 11 was done by which people following which religion? Okay. Now, obviously you'll say, Loy, oh wait, this guy is too loud. Let's wait. One second. So my question to you was, which religion? Okay. Now, here a couple of other questions. In which religion, if you're gay or LGBTQ, you're hung to death? Now, obviously you'll say, Loy, this is not in Islam. One is in Iran, one is in Saudi, one is in Indonesia where they whip until blood comes out. Okay, one is in Africa. Okay, fine. But what is the common thread between all these countries, Saudi, Indonesia, Malaysia, or whichever country? It's a Muslim country. It follows Islam. Okay. In fact, Google search, girl was raped. Girl was raped. But she got jailed for tempting the guys. This happens in which religion? The majority. Now I know what you'll say. I have the answers. Loy, this is the Western media. This is anti-Muslims. This is George Soros. Then you'll get Muslims say, okay, talk about Jews. And then they'll say anti-Semitism. I agree with you. In France, this problem is there. In USA also there is. Anti-Semitism, they give an excuse. But we are not talking of Jews right now. We are talking of my daughter becoming a Muslim. So let's stick to the topic. So for a religion that hangs you if you're LGBTQ, where if you leave the religion, apostasy, they will kill you. Where the husband can say 3 times, talak, 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 means divorce, 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 and you're out. Where the men have more rights, where the women have to ask permission to even drive, which is trying to be liberal, but it's not working out. Do you know I have actual clients? This is me telling you from my experience. Actual Arabic clients who cannot travel, females, without their brothers or father's permission, and they are 20 plus or 30. Islam, Baba Islam, Arab Islam. Okay, in UK, when these Muslims from Afghanistan and Morocco and Turkey and all that come, Pakistan. Oh fuck, honeybees. So many of them. Oh, quite a number of them. It's up there. Honeybees. I can hear the buzz. I think you need to put some smoke or something. A lot of honeybees. Goodness. Danger. Okay, so now, when these guys come to UK, what do they ask for? In Australia and UK, Sharia law. They don't want to follow the law of the land. They left an oppressive, Eastern or Arabic Muslim country, and then they come to a Christian country, and there they say follow Sharia law, follow, the laws of Islam. And there are certain areas in UK, certain areas where they are all Arab, Muslim, and that's okay. But screaming and shouting, Allah Akbar, and we want Sharia law, change your countries. I mean, can you go to Saudi and tell Saudi, change your country to Christian law, change your country to Hindu law? Why are these people such troublemakers? So, just imagine if tomorrow my daughter converts to Islam and one day she finds out she is lesbian or gay. What will happen? If she becomes lesbian or gay, and she's in an Arab country, okay. Let's assume my daughter one day when she gets angry, she draws a cartoon of a prophet. Wait, let this guy finish. Too loud, man. Okay. So, like I was saying, if my daughter tomorrow gets pissed off and angry and with impulse, she draws the cartoon image of Prophet Muhammad, or she says, fuck Islam. Okay? What if she insults Islam? What if she converts to Islam and tells me, Lord, I have made a mistake. I want to come back. I want to leave Islam. And someone finds out. Check on Google, on YouTube, leaving Islam, ex-Muslims of Islam. See how people, the community, where a person has denounced Islam or left Islam, what they have done to that person. I'm not taking stories from the air. I'm giving actual stories. On the other hand, give me examples where someone has left Christianity and become an atheist. Someone has left Hinduism and being LGBTQ. Who has killed them? Who has hung them? Show me in Christianity when they drew Jesus funny as a cartoon. Did they shout, Jesus Christ is great, and they chop their head? Why does it happen only with Islam? Please explain to me. And here's another thing. My daughter will have to dress up like a garbage bag if she is in Saudi, in Afghanistan, parts of Pakistan, like a garbage bag or a colorful garbage bag. Okay. You'll say, no, law, it's not everywhere. Fine. Some countries cover the face. Some countries open. Okay. My question is, if my daughter listens to the good side of Islam and changes, tomorrow if she eats pork, smokes and drinks, wants to leave Islam, becomes LGBTQ, insults Prophet Muhammad, because she is Muslim, do you know the dangers that there are? And suppose I'm here in Thailand and she's in Saudi and this happens, who will save her? Suppose she goes to Pakistan after converting to Islam. Or forget that, even in India, there are some places where you have mad people. You know? So, in fact, forget India, let's minus India, UK. Just check those videos, no, where people have attacked the guy who's left Islam. Even in US. So then what do you do, man? You and I, as parents, a simple thing. Would we give a child a snake to play with? A poisonous snake? No. You'll be like, even if she learns how to train it, one bite and she can die. For me, Islam is like that snake. Or it's like smoking, drinking, drugs. Maybe it relaxes you. One day it can kill you, right? For me, the best example I give you is Islam. For me, Islam and Muslim is like a weapon, you know. It's like having a gun. It's like you just don't know when this can attack you, shoot you by mistake. Given that my daughter is young, today maybe she'll want to be Muslim, tomorrow maybe she'll want to be lesbian, day after tomorrow maybe LGBTQ, maybe lady boy, maybe transgender, maybe she'll have an extramarital affair, maybe she'll say fuck Islam or fuck Prophet Muhammad, or she'll draw a cartoon in anger, maybe out of depression, maybe she was drunk and she put something. And because she's part of this community that never sees anything wrong, some of these Muslim followers of mine on my channel, they do not see a single thing wrong with Islam, single thing wrong with any of the crimes committed. They'll say, no law, that is not Islam, that is not Sharia law, that is Pakistan, that is Saudi, that is something else, not Islam. I mean, then how do you reason out with such people? That is why I told you, if you ask anybody, a non-Muslim, Hindu, Christian, Sikh, ask them, would you want your daughter or your son to accept Islam and convert to a Muslim? Pray 5 times a day, bend over and show and say, oh, you're great, 5 times a day. For a narcissistic God who needs to be praised and worshipped, you're great, 5 times a day. It's a religion that commands blind obedience, which is in Arabic. The holy book is in Arabic, where you have cartoons like Zakir Naik, where you have videos that are actually online. If you leave Islam, you should be killed. Actual videos on YouTube. Check how to beat your wife. I mean, you want me to put my innocent little baby girl into that? Why women are running from Saudi? Why they are running from their parents? Why they are running away from Islam? Why people who are gay are afraid and running away? They'll say this is evil, this is haram. Even eating pork, haram. What the fuck? Oh look, pork, you put Coca-Cola and put it for 10 days, worms will come out. Fuck, you put any meat 10 days with Coca-Cola, fuck me, it'll spoil, man. So when you know that there is danger, it's best you don't go. It's like, you know, having a mafia group. Your child goes there. I mean, who would want to do it? Who would want to risk it? Because maybe today they'll welcome you with open arms, embrace, Allah Akbar, give them a hug and Subhanallah, and they'll give you gifts and praise and kiss you and hug you. The day you leave that mafia family, you're dead. For me, Islam is like that, a mafia group. Not all Muslims, but most of them. And these countries like Saudi, Iran, where women have rights. You open your scarf, you dance on YouTube, you dance. Fuck, they'll jail you, they'll kill you, they'll... What Islam, a religion of peace? So, as a father, just as I know a snake, poisonous snake can kill my child, just as I know joining the mafia group can one day endanger my child, just as a weapon if I give, it is harmful, a knife or a gun. For me, Islam is like that. Once she grows up, she earns her own money, she has all the awareness that is needed. I have done my best. She is earning her own, away from a house. Whatever you want, you do. Embrace Islam, become a mutawwa, preach, teach, convert, go to Saudi, go to Afghanistan. My job was done as a father. But as long as she's under my care, sorry, I don't have to mince my words. I don't have to be apologetic about it. It's a very dangerous religion where, depending on the country you're staying, the people that surround you, it can have irreversible repercussions. You can tell me if I'm wrong or right. Love to know your thoughts in the comment section below. Anyway, you guys take care. Like I told you, if you feel bad, you can unsubscribe. I'm okay with that. I prefer keeping it real. So, that's how it is. Having said that, this is me signing off. You guys take care. Put your comments down below. I'll not censor any. Ciao.